Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm John.
And I'm Carmen. Today we are going to share whether it's still worth upgrading from a HDB to a condo in today's market.
So is HDB prices going to drop? And should you upgrade or stay in your current HDB flat? In this video, we'll share with you everything you need to know before upgrading to a condo. And we'll also review the current market conditions. So what should you actually know? If you're a HDB owner today, a first-time buyer or an investor, what should you be doing before deciding whether to upgrade to a condo?
So some current updates on the HDB news that you should know. So the first HDB update right now that you probably need to understand before deciding to upgrade is there are new BTO schemes, which is the Prime, Plus, and Standard. So these new classifications will affect first-time BTO buyers in terms of MOP and its rental restrictions. So secondly, it's there are over 50,000 new flats coming up in 2025 to 2027. So more BTO supply coming into the market can actually affect the overall HDB market by increasing its competition. And third, HDB resale price growth actually slowed down. So in Q2 of 2025, HDB resale prices increased by 0.9%, and it's one of the slowest quarterly growth since 2020. So this could mean signs of a cooling market, and it's already taking longer time to sell units. So lastly is the 15-month wait out period that may be removed. So previously, after selling a private property, you have to wait 15 months before buying a HDB resale flat. But if this rule is actually removed, it could increase the demand in the HDB resale market. So each of these factors affect the market differently. So some influence supply, some affect demand, and others affect prices, of course. So all these, they shape your decision whether it's a good time to upgrade now or not.
So should HDB upgraders upgrade now? If you're a HDB upgrader considering moving to a condo or an EC, here's what you need to consider. The pros of upgrading now: HDB prices are at an all-time high. So if you own a flat, especially one that your parents bought years ago, its value is likely at its peak. Second, you can unlock profits, sometimes 200 to 300k or more, and use as down payment for your next property.
Yeah, and the cons of upgrading now is that firstly, more supply is coming. With more BTOs that are coming in, resale may face more competition and also in the future. So buyers also may choose BTOs, which are subsidized flats, over resale HDB. So this may also weaken the resale demand. So if you sell now or after MOP, it's a good time to exit the market and upgrade.
So what's our advice? If you are reaching your MOP or already have, seriously considering selling your unit or upgrading soon, this might be one of the easiest times to upgrade, while prices are still high and financing is still manageable. So if you miss this window, it might actually be quite hard to upgrade in the future.
So for property investors and owners, if you think HDB is for investment, think twice. So for some owners actually tell us that I want to keep my HDB for both staying and investing. But to be honest, HDB is not really meant for investment, and here's why. So it's primarily meant for owner occupation, and especially in the future when Prime and Plus flats are out, rental is also limited. So definitely future resale price growth may weaken due to the BTO oversupply. And also for HDB, you are only restricted to owning just one compared to a private where you can have both names that has each one unit itself. And then next, if you are keeping your HDB and you want to buy a condo later, you have to pay the ABSD for a second property. So also newer HDB policies like the 10-year MOP and other stricter rules may further reduce its flexibility. But let's say if you are still keen for an investment point of view to rent out your room, then you can focus on mature estates or flats that are near MRT stations because they are easier to rent, and also avoid towns with heavy BTO supply like Tengah and Yishun So because in the future, there will definitely be a lot of competition.
So what if you're a first-time buyer? If you don't own an HDB flat, here are your options. If you can wait, consider applying for the BTO. The government is shortening waiting times, some even under 3 years. But if you need a flat now, this cooling market may let you negotiate a better deal on the resale market. The downside of Prime and Plus flats is the 10-year MOP, rental restrictions, and less flexibility. So for example, if you are 30 years old and you buy a Prime BTO, you have to wait 5 years for it to build and 10 years for it to MOP. And by then, you'll be 45 years old before you can even sell or upgrade. So that is actually a lock-in period.
So ask yourself this retirement question today. It's very important. So if let's say you own a 750k HDB in today's market, and when you retire, which one would you prefer? So the first scenario, you own a HDB that is 700k, of course, and then when you retire with 750k. The second scenario, you upgrade halfway to a condo, and then you retire with 1.5 million. And of course, the third scenario, you continue upgrading from an EC and then upgrade to something with an even higher value, and you retire with 3 million. So there is no right or wrong, but which scenario sounds more comfortable for retirement? You can comment down below and let us know what you think.
Where are we now in this property cycle? Now let's look at this HDB resale chart. We are currently in Q3 of 2025, where prices are at the peak. In the past, after a similar peak, it took 9 to 10 years for prices to recover to that same level again. So, do you think prices will 1. Drop, 2. Stay stagnant, or 3. Keep increasing? Comment below with your guess and I'd love to hear your thoughts.
For our conclusion, should you upgrade or not? So upgrading from a HDB to a condo, it's not easy. We get it, it's a very big move, but here are the pros. So first, there are more potential in capital appreciation, especially if you choose the right condo. Second, definitely you will have an upgrade in lifestyle. So you have your pools, your gym, and security. So third, you actually future-proof your asset and you avoid being stuck with stricter HDB rules maybe in the future. And then lastly, you beat competition. You don't have to wait until thousands of new BTOs hit the market and then you exit. Yeah. So, however, if you still choose to not sell your HDB and want to buy a condo, be prepared that you have to pay the ABSD. You have to navigate tight timelines and also financing, and also possibly renting during this transition period.
So if you're still unsure, please feel free to contact us and we'll help you in these 3 areas. We can give you a free valuation report, plan your finances, and see if you're eligible to upgrade. So that is all for us today. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.